everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Thomas's Broncos going up against Edelman's Patriots. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Denver Broncos. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and yes, the rain is falling down, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game. They try to get the ball back, and they do.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
I love your pops. First down, Simeon. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. For the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
On second and 10, Simeon. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing on third down, Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. It was third down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cody Latimer now on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took...
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. There they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him for a loss on the play. They do go for it. It's Brady. He hits right, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be 1st down, New England. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl.
Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Back to the air, Simeon on 2nd down. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Gostkowski for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult adding to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now a play fake. Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports that defense travels and defense is a constant? Well, the Broncos defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5-11 in 2017 for Denver. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So 2nd and 10 here. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Eric Rowe, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it is now 21-0. Of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. Able to avoid him. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back on the field. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd is Simeon. And caught right side, Green. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 1 quarter in the books. 21-0 our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Red zone opportunity. Let's go! From the red zone now, Simeon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Virgil Green, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, 72 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Delayed game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
That penalty is declined.
The point after try for Gostkowski. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trevor Siemian and the Broncos heading back out. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Right?
I love it. I love it.
And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now Siemian throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Simeon on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But now,
Brandon Cooks, he's at the 30. 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 87 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Margaret, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack? Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Goskowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And now it's second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Simeon. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Fighting his way through contact. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Patriots take over. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams, but he would have traded it.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, 64 yards, and the Patriots continue to roll. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gostkowski for the point after. And now it's blocked. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Seven yards to go on second down. From the gun, here's Simeon. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Just beating the play clock. Simeon. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The runner-up New England Patriots offense back onto the field. I wanted to get your thoughts on the offense for this crew as they go into 2018. How do they stack up, Charles?
Typically, New England, pretty darn stable. One of the goals going into the offseason was to try and hold on to running back Dion Lewis, because coupled with James White, that's a heck of a tandem. Of course, the big fella, Gronk. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Simeon now to throw. Left side here to Sanders. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Patriots are showing they're the better team right now and lead big at the end of 2. The Broncos will have to make some adjustments before the second half gets underway. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Offense now with the shot after the pick. Brady's throw under pressure leads to the turnover. Marshall's the one who makes the pick to give a boost to his defense. Midway through the first quarter, the hurry throw would be picked off. Stewart's happy to come away with the pick, ending the drive. Offense now with the shot after the interception. The pass ends up being picked off. Patriots take advantage and return it for a touchdown as they go up here at 21-0. First and 10. Brady's on point with the throw, and he's going to go 72 yards for the score. As they go up now 21-7. About halfway through the second, Simeon's under pressure will throw the pick. Butler's in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. After the INT, offense comes out now. Cuts wide open here on the catch. And he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. Pats push the lead to 28. Now first and 10. Brady's deep pass will pay off here. He gone. The blowout rolls on.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Trevor Siemian ready to retake the field. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
On the right side, caught by Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Watch right. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
On first down, it's Siemian. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Harris not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
39. Green.
Siemian. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So after the INT, it's Brady escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Brady eluding the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Brady. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. On first down, Simeon. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 55 yards. And the Broncos get one score closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now McManus for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now Dion Lewis to return. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence. And
my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now it's Simeon looking deep down. And now here's another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Brady now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll go down at the 28. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
20.
Brady to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Broncos. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You're not you when you're losing. Snickers satisfies.
Brady now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, here's Brady. The 20. Wide open, Gronkowski. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play, Brady to Gronkowski, and even 40 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing now is Brady. And he fires one incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Brady going to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
To throw on second is Simeon. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On third down, Booker. And he's got some space here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Time for a break. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did. Because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brady going to throw here. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the offense takes the... Timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Simeon. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.